We have entered the final race of the season for the Downforce Racing Series, round 15, the finale of season 8 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by MaxSpeed TV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, alongside my buddy Jeff Dotson. Jeff, not a huge field out here for the finale, but I guarantee you, bud, we're going to have still some action here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we will. I mean, you know, helping you with these guys, helping you call the race with these guys a few weeks back, they put on a tremendous show with just about 15 cars. And, I mean, tonight it's a tad lower than that, and it is a longer race than what they did back a couple weeks ago. But, man, if those guys could do that a couple weeks ago, I think we could have a good race here, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, yeah, we are going to have a longer race tonight for the championship event. But, you know, these guys are going to be putting in 160 laps here. That is 240 miles just in tonight's race. Now, the air temp, 68, a track temp of 71. We've already went over the laps and the miles, Jeff. That's, you know, this is a long race. These guys are going to have to be on their P's and Q's throughout the whole race. You know, tires, definitely, Jeff. We was just talking about that earlier. They're definitely going to come into play here.
Yeah, most definitely.
They get a total of 4. That does include the set they start with, but only 3 behind the wall. Now, fuel, this is the biggest question that I, you know, have for everybody out there in chat that's tuning in. Now, they do run 100% fuel. Now, I've got it at 50 to 55. I don't know if they can go that long. I would assume they can. Now, tires are definitely, Jeff, going to be shot if they really go that far, you know, into the fuel run. But, you know, if you look at it at that standpoint, you know, if you go 50, 100, and then, you know, you have like 60 left, I don't know if you can go 60. You said something about that earlier. I don't think they could go 60 laps.
Oh, whoops, hit the mute button by accident. But no, I don't think they can. It'll be a gamble for sure. I think it possibly could be possible, but I'm not going to rule it out. But I'm going to say a more reasonable, you know, pit area for fuel would probably be 50, 55, maybe 45, somewhere around that area.
Yeah, I've got it at 50 to 55. Well, I guess when they come into pit, we'll know. That's we'll know at that point. Now,
yeah.
Pit road, 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of 55. I say it every week, Jeff. I think people's getting tired of me saying it, but pit road can be a make it or break it for these drivers. Did you mute yourself again?
No, dude, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and you know, pit road can be a very dangerous spot, too. Now,
it can.
Go ahead.
No. I was just saying it can be a dangerous spot, like you were saying. And I think that's something else we have to factor in, too. I mean, this new configuration of Charlotte where they have added the new Roval configuration, you got to remember that wall back there at the pit entrance, you know, it's there now and for the road course portion, but they leave it in for oval racing too. And if a lot of these guys, you know, I'm sure they're used to it now because I know the track's been on the service for a little bit. But I can't, for some reason in my mind, it's making me think the first initiation of when they brought the new Roval out, that wall wasn't there.
Yeah.
It could have been, but I can't remember. But back to the old Charlotte, if these guys are more used to it, then that wall wasn't present there. So I think that's going to just set up another, you know, little bit of a curveball for entering the pits, because I've seen before a lot of guys would sometimes lock the brakes up going into the pits and then run out in the grass. Well, now there's a wall there, and if you lock the brakes up, you can potentially hit that and damage your car.
Yeah, and you know, here at Charlotte, you really need to take care of your car. I mean, it's not a super speedway, but you know, this track, I mean, you got to have every piece of that car available. I mean, if it's damaged, Jeff, you know it as well as I do, it definitely will slow you down.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I mean, I know there's not a whole lot of cars out here, but, you know, we do, you know, have a couple of drivers that are going for the championship. Now, one of them, unfortunately, is not going to be here. I can't really say officially that Ryan Patty will be the champion or is the champion, because, you know, of course, anything can happen. But Bentley, unfortunately, is not going to make it tonight. Ryan Patty does have a 17-point lead over him. You know, all really Ryan's got to do, I mean, he could just start and park it, really, if he wants to tonight. But I don't think Ryan's going to do that, Jeff. I think he's going to come out here and try to win another one.
Man, big crash in practice.
Big crash in practice, man. Well, less than 3 minutes to go here. We'll get them be qualifying here in just about coming down to about 2.5 minutes. Not really a whole lot to talk about right now. These guys are just out here practicing, and you know, I've seen some guys get a little squirrely, so that might be something we're going to have to keep an eye on. And of course, you know, if they're side by side, maybe some 3 wide through the tri-oval, Jeff, that might bring out some an entertaining concept to the race. We'll just have to see what they do, but we're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, folks. Qualifying here at Charlotte will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, in the home of
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeed TV.
Alrighty, folks, so we are back here tonight. Qualifying is underway. Let me get those qual times up here for everybody to take a look at. Well, Hanover Fist was in the top spot. Now Kevin Gunther has jumped it. And I do want to make note for everybody that is just now tuning in for Ryan. Ryan Patty was the quickest in practice with a 29.516. Now, he is out on track. Kevin Gunther right now up in the top spot, but it would not surprise me any at all if Ryan Patty does take that top spot here. He is just starting his lap right now. Now, you know, it also wouldn't surprise me, Jeff, if Ryan starts in the back. You know, he really has nothing to lose.
No, he doesn't. No. I think it'd be actually, you know, since it is that way, I would want him to start in the back, really, because, I mean, I think he'd be a little safer back there. Because he can also just test the waters and, you know, kind of watch the guys in front of him and see what they're going to do throughout the, you know, first portion of the race. And then he can kind of judge on that what he thinks he needs to do to get up to the front toward the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Ryan Patty did go into 5th right now, so kind of a mid-pack situation for Ryan Patty, but he is on his 2nd lap here. Kevin Gunther still up in the top spot. Bob Lacavara there in 2nd. What a lap, what a time by Bob. Tyrone Harris sitting right now in 3rd. And I don't know exactly, I think it's 2 laps. Well, there we go. Ryan Patty up at the top spot. Cody Eldred out here. The 30.3. Tyrone Harris, Vinny Bonanno, Nick Pozzini. We got Banana and Pizza right there together.
Banana and pizza.
Banana, it's a banana pizza party. I pick on Vinny and Nick all the time. So I don't think they like it too well, but you know, what they gonna do about it? I'm just playing.
I'll call them Banana and Pizza tonight, too, because that'll help me with their names, and I don't have to worry about botching them.
Vinny Bonanno and Nick Pozzini. So that's how you pronounce it.
Pozzini is okay, but I know I'm going to botch the other one.
Okay, Vinny Bonanno.
Bonanno?
Bonanno, yes.
Yeah, he's Banana.
Wow. Hey, I'm not the only one, Vinny.
Hey, that just helps, you know, where I don't know their names that well, and I haven't, you know, helped you commentate this league all that much. I've only done it once before.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to how to pronounce their names yet.
Well,
Come at me later, but right now I'm just going to do the best I can. So
okay,
if I botch a name, I apologize. If I make up a name to help me to quit botching, then that's what I'll do.
that's all right. We'll let you slide until you get used to it. I know Vinny and Nick's probably gonna kill me after tonight, but it's all good. It's all good. I can live with it. But Ryan Patty up at the top spot here, folks. Looks like everybody but Hoop Baker did put in a time here, Jeff. I mean, 12 drivers, everybody but one put in a lap. So I don't know exactly if Hoop is going to come out. I'm going to give it some time here, but Ryan Patty with a 29.580. He was off his practice time just a little bit. Practice time, like I said, a 29.516. So I don't know. I mean, he could have been in the draft there too. You can get draft here at Charlotte. Not a whole lot, but you can get draft. Now, I see Brendan Kennedy out in chat. What do I expect from Charlotte tonight? Well, at the start of the race, I do expect these guys to, you know, stay stacked up and, you know, race it up for quite a while. However, you know, the longer it goes green, and then, of course, green flag pit stops, you know, I expect separation later on in the race. However, I said that last week, or no, it was the week that you was with me, Jeff. I said the same thing. They really didn't get separated. I can't remember what race that was, but
yeah, I'm not remembering either.
My mind is woo.
I have to.
It's always woo. So, you know.
Yeah, and I did not turn the iRacing sound down, and I heard him doing the drivers meeting, and I couldn't hear a word he was saying. So I had to go turn that down.
I got all that
technical difficulties.
I got all that turned off. It's probably a good idea when you're a broadcaster, for everybody out there that has never done it or never been a part of it. Here on iRacing, if you are the lead broadcaster and you're doing, you have everything set up and you're getting the audio, it's best to turn the iRacing chat off because it can get pretty bad in chat. Now, these guys here, they keep it pretty level. They don't tolerate it, but it can get heated. Jeff, you've been there,
Yep. Yeah.
I'll see Ryan Patty, like I said, up at the top. We'll go through the grid here, folks, when we grid them up. Now, it's coming down to about 2 minutes left. We're going to go ahead and pull down Ryan Patty here tonight. Ryan, bud, got a copy? Ryan Patty.
Hey, what's going on?
There he is. Well, Ryan, man, you're going to grab the pole, it looks like, here tonight with a 29.580, just off your practice time a little bit of a 29.516, man. The final race of the season. Bentley, unfortunately, not going to be able to make it tonight, from my understanding. I can't officially say you're the champion without the race being completed, but it's looking like it's going to be a 99.9% chance that you are going to be the champion. However, you still got to get through this race too, man. Anything can happen. How do you feel about Charlotte? 160 laps out here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. 160 laps is no joke. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's been a great season. Got to thank everyone that's been involved here over at Detached House of Speed and helping us, trade notes and make sure the cars are fast week in and week out. Wouldn't be able to finish the season at the top of the standings here if it wasn't for.
Alrighty, folks, sorry about that. Technical difficulty. Big old power surge. That was bad. Well, we are back. Jeff, thank you for holding down the fort. I know we wasn't live, but thank you for sticking around. Well, it does look like we are under caution, and I did not see exactly what happened as I was loading in. So, Jeff, can you elaborate?
No, I cannot, because I don't know what happened either. I'll have to rewind it.
Okay, well, I think the 5 of Bob Lacovara was involved in that, but I don't know for sure. I can do an instant replay here. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it right here now. The 5, the 7.
Yeah, it was definitely the 5.
5707. And then as I'm rewinding it, okay, so that's where I caught back in it. So that's about as far as I can go back.
Okay, I went back and I noticed what happened here. So the So it looks like the 5 car and the 20 car kind of met in the middle. The 20 started pushing up the racetrack. The 5 came down a little bit. They made contact, pushed the 5 up into the outside wall. And then when that happened, he ricocheted back down into traffic, collects the 57 car, spins around, and then the 707 was trying to miss that, but he just chose the wrong path and ended up slamming into the 5 car.
Okay. That kind of explains it. Sorry, didn't catch it, folks, but, you know.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, Kevin Gunther looks like is up in the top spot here. Ryan Patty in the 30 is in second. Wonder if it's gonna, okay, so it is gonna show the caution number. 1 caution for 2 laps. Get the driver bar down here, folks. So it looks like I've got Kevin Gunther leading 3 laps. Was that it? Yeah, that's all I'm showing is him leading 3. So I'm assuming Ryan has led some. It's not showing it. 17 laps into the race, and well, let's see here. Single file. How's everybody in chat doing tonight? Do appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's still early. Still got a long way to go. They are going to be coming down into 3, the middle of 3 and 4 here. So should I get them going again the right way, Jeff?
What do you mean the right way? Is there a wrong way?
Well, I didn't get to get them going like I normally do. So should I do it here coming to lap, I'm assuming it'll be lap 19 when they get the restart.
Yeah, it should be lap 19 when they get the restart. The lights are still on the pace truck right now, so
we'll see if the lights go off this time by, folks. Or watching 2 likes out here, and yeah, pace truck lights are off. And they are getting side by side again. Now, big question is, anybody use their reset? Oh yeah, several drivers have. Well, they get 3 resets. It looks like several drivers have used theirs. Thomas Taylor has used one of his. Mike Whitaker, Bob Lacovara, Nick Pozzini, and Kerry Morris have all used at least 1 reset. They get 3, so that does help. But here we go, folks. We will be back underway here, coming to lap 19 of 160 here tonight at Charlotte for the season finale of Season 8. Season 9 will start roughly in about 2 to 3 weeks. They'll take a couple of weeks off, and then they'll get fired back up. If you're interested in joining Downforce Racing Series, contact Bob Lacovara or Hanover Fist on Facebook. Visit Facebook, Downforce Racing Series. Send them a message. We'll get more. I'll give you guys more information. Here we go. Pace truck is off and away. Kevin Gunther's on the outside, waiting for him to get on the loud pedal here, folks. In the restart zone, there's the green. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're back on our way here tonight at Charlotte.
that was good. That was a very good restart there for the 16 car.
Yes, it was.
30 cars right on him, though.
Mr. Ryan Patty, side-by-side action behind him, too. You need to keep an eye on that. Battle for the lead between Ryan Patty and Kevin Gunther. Ryan's just going to drive around him like he's sitting still. And it looks like Ryan is going to lead this lap. Not showing 1, but I'm sure he's led more than 1. Nope. Back into the fairway, back here at about 7th. Cody Eldred is coming up on Hoot Baker. That would be for 6th. 707 of Mike Whitaker. There's the 57 of Thomas Taylor. Somebody just scraped the wall. Was that the 82 of Hoot?
I think it was. I was watching the 14 car there, and I think it was.
Yeah, I believe it was Hoot that just scraped the wall. Hanover fist on the outside of, that would be Kerry Morris, who is a lap down.
Yes, he is a lap down, sadly.
Still a long way to go, though. Kerry can easily get back on the lead lap as long as he's not involved in a wreck, Jeff. Luke Baker and Thomas Taylor going at it. He is going to definitely get around Thomas Taylor. There's Mike Whitaker now coming around Thomas Taylor on the outside. Now there's the 5 of Bob Lacovara. Let's see what Bob does. Bob running that inside line right next to that blue line. You do not, Jeff, want to hit the apron here at Charlotte. Right. Still single file. Not a whole lot of action at the present time. Maybe single file is probably a good thing. Wind down some of these laps. And it's kind of stinks that old Bentley and the crew couldn't make it here tonight, Jeff. Man.
Yeah.
I think Bentley would have gave Ryan a run for the championship, to be honest. I mean, he's done it all season. But crew had other things they needed to do, unfortunately. But a big shout out to Bentley Glacier and the group, his group over there, man, coming in and, you know, between him and Ryan Patty. And, you know, all these drivers out here, Jeff, you've been with me a couple races already. You've seen these guys race, man. They race hard. They race as clean as they can. And, man, they put on a show.
They do.
Watching Hanover, he's got some action behind him with Hoop Baker, 707 to Mike Whitaker, 7th, 8th, 9th. Bob Lacovara, Nick Pozzini. So we got some action with who? And the 707. Boy, they might have touched. Everything's A-okay, though.
Yep. The number 30 car, Ryan Patty, just hit the wall there a little bit coming into turn 1.
Oh, let's get a chase view on that. Turn the camera.
Great.
Yeah, let's turn the camera here. Let's see if we can see some damage on that car. And, you know, if it is, it's the lightest. Not seeing a whole lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any. You know, if it is, it's very minute.
Yes.
Ryan right now, though, is going for, well, I had it brung up. Get back over to the Downforce Racing Series of Season 8 here. Ryan, he has one, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's won 5, and he's going for his 6th.
Yeah.
He's going to lead another lap here. Yep, single file throughout the track. Need to get back here. Well, it's still single file, but I would suspect some of these drivers back here around Hanover and Bob. Looks like some side-by-side here with Bob and Hanover, 6th and 7th. Lap 30, 160. Or lap 29. It'll be lap 30 when we come back. We get the stripe here. There it is, finally updated. Ryan just kind of driving away with it right now, Jeff. He's 1.1 second ahead of Kevin.
Yeah.
Like some side-by-side, 4th and 5th. Tyrone Harris, Cody Eldred. Oh, Kerry Morris has taken his car behind the wall.
He has, yes.
Man. Well, we're down to 11 drivers, unfortunately.
Yep, 11. Wow, 11 for this long of a race. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if these drivers, which I suspect we're going to see, you know, a couple of drivers stay in a pack of 2, maybe 3. I mean,
Yeah.
We're seeing right here Kevin Gunther and Vinny Bonanno. We've got 2 drivers right here, 2nd and 3rd. Then you got Tyrone Harris and Cody Eldred. That is 4th and 5th right there together. Bob's kind of by himself. He really doesn't have anybody around him. But you got Hanover back here in that 7th spot with Hoop behind him and Nick behind him. So you got 3 drivers right here together. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be interesting for sure.
It very well could be.
You got the 707 of Mike Whitaker not too far back behind the 82 of Hoop Baker. So you got really 4 drivers right here together.
Yeah.
Thomas Taylor hanging out back here in 11th. We didn't even get to go through the grid here either, folks, unfortunately. So I don't know exactly where they started. I'm glad it happened, though, Jeff, at the beginning and not the end.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, somebody got a little loose back here. That was Mr. Tyrone. Good save, though. Track is not easy, Jeff. Even though it comes with iRacing, it is not an easy track to race on. And I love Charlotte. It is one of my favorite 1.5 miles. Ryan's gone.
It is, yes. It's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, I love Charlotte. Comes with iRacing, folks, so I will say it again. If you don't know how to race Charlotte when you get to, you know, because you start in rookie, so, and Charlotte's one of those tracks that you're going to race pretty much, you know, all the way up through your license level. So
Yeah.
if you don't know Charlotte by the time you get to A license,
Yeah.
you don't need to be on the sim. Well, we can do a few different angles. Everybody kind of, you know, go together, but we can go right along here. How about we ride along with the owner of the league? Well, we don't want to go chase. We want to go cockpit. That's what we want to do. We'll ride along here with Bob. Maybe a lap or 2 here. Kind of get different angles, Jeff, and kind of see kind of what angle Bob is, you know, or what line he's running, you know. Of course, over time, that could change. It looks like he's still running that bottom line.
Yeah, he is.
Of course, he's got the 14 to deal with. That's Cody Eldred, and now Bob's going to put it right behind him. And right here, there's a bump. You got to dodge it. I think there's a bump into 1 as well. Right up there. Right there was where that bump is. Of course, if you hit it right, Jeff, and I'm sure you know the trick, if you hit it right, it actually will help you turn the car.
Yeah. It really will help you turn the car if you hit it just right. But if you don't hit it right, then it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, definitely. Still watching Bob. There's the 16 of Gunther and Cody, so they're right here together. Kind of going over, you know, as they race it up here, folks, kind of going over the way the league does their you know, their racing here. It is a semi-fixed, semi-open setup. Now, the way they do it is there is a setup that is made by none other than that man right there, the 69 of Hanover Fist. Now, he makes the setup. Now, you are allowed to change the things that are in the fix if it's a straight-up fixed setup. However, with this league, you aren't also allowed to change whatever is in the black boxes. Now, I don't know what all is in the black boxes. I do know, like, wedge, higher pressure. Maybe Jeff can give more insight on that, but I know those are in there. You're allowed to change those, so that can definitely help.
Yeah, really can. I mean, you know, to be able to do that is something that really can help you throughout your race. And if you know which way to change it, which way to do it when you're, you know, going through the race to help you, you know, to benefit you, that's all, even for the better.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes all it takes is a slight air pressure adjustment, you know, or, you know, maybe take off a little tape or add a little tape, you know. Still seeing the side-by-side here with Mike Whitaker, Hanover. We were on Hanover. We've seen Mike there go to the inside. And we've got Mr. Hoot Baker right there with him still. So we've still got 3 drivers right here together, and they're going to be coming upon Nick Pozzini. I don't know. I mean, they're right there at about 7/10 of a second back behind them. So we'll keep an eye on it. It might be another 4-car pack before it's all said and done. I'm not worried about Ryan Patty. He was just a little over 2 seconds ahead of Vinny Bonanno. And he's starting to drive away a little bit from Cody, but not too much. Ryan's just gone. We might need to pull that number 30 in to the garage, the NASCAR garage, after the race and have a look at that car. He might not get the championship.
Yeah.
Post-race inspection fail. Gotta pick on her. I'm gonna pick on all the drivers out here tonight since there's not very many, and it's the finale. What I would be concerned with, though, Jeff, is as the fuel runs off and as the tires wear down, how loose is these cars gonna get?
Well, that's a good question. And me not, you know, driving the car any, I don't really have much say on, per se, how the setup works and how it's going to feel. But most of the time, how Charlotte drives is it's usually loose toward the middle of the run, and then it can go either way. But not knowing how their setup is and not driving it, I really couldn't tell you, you know, really how because different setups from different races can factor different, you know, depending on, you know, if they're just using the default, you know, Charlotte iRacing setup or custom-made setup or what. There's differences that can factor it into how that car can handle and drive.
You got a point. I mean, it could be anything. You know?
Yeah.
It could just be like we was talking about earlier, you know, it starts to get loose.
Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, we sure do. Look, Mike Whitaker. He is on pit road, so... Well, yeah, it might have been Mike.
Let me go back here and look. Mike Whitaker, 707.
He's got Hoot behind him.
He was on pit road.
Yeah. Okay. He's okay out of 2.
I'm not sure who the caution was for because I'm watching Mike here and he just kind of goes up and brushes the wall a little bit and he just pulls off the track. So there's really no crash there.
He pulls off the track and stops, but he's below the blue line.
Yeah, he's below the blue and white line, so I'm not quite sure why that would have thrown a caution because to me, and he towed instantly as soon as he come to a stop. So I'm not quite sure what warranted a yellow there. I did see he did take his car behind the wall.
Yeah, down to 10 drivers.
Yeah. That's an odd one.
That is an odd one because
I'm not really quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, because you can go below the blue line. It's not part of the racing surface.
Yeah.
And
most of my time, you know, doing iRacing, when I see wrecks happen, most of the time now, when they go below that line and get off what's considered not to be the racing surface, usually iRacing will not throw a caution. So that's, and where he didn't spin out or get sideways, and that's another factor that's kind of puzzling me. Like, what warranted this yellow? What did iRacing confuse? What happened in iRacing's, computer workings or whatnot here that, you know, that made that happen? But I guess we won't know because there's really no proof of a crash or anything in per se to really show what happened. So.
Well, Bob Lacavara, first one off of pit road. He's going to be getting us going here. Ryan Patty there in second. Vinny Bonanno third. Cody Eldred fourth. Kevin Gunther fifth. Nick Pozzini sixth. Tyrone Harris seventh. Hanover Fist eighth. Luke Baker ninth. And Thomas Taylor going to round out the 10 drivers that are left out here, folks. It is going to be a guaranteed top 10 for everybody out here now. Lot 48 of 160. Pace truck lots. They probably will go off here, I would assume. Yep. Well, Jeff, how about you go ahead and get us going?
All right, I can make sure I'm on live because I don't want to make that mistake. Yeah, I will.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. There's still 4 watching, 3 likes out here. Not the biggest field we've seen. But championship race, none of the less. See, everybody took tires. So while Jeff gets us going here, we'll see here. Jeff, we'll turn it over to you, bud.
All right, yeah, I'll get you going here. Got a few guys here warming up, scrubbing their tires. We never know if that is a thing in iRacing. They say it isn't, but some people do it anyway. We never know. All right, pace truck dives off for pit road. Waiting for the leader to take the green flag here. Holding them back a little bit. He's holding them back because the green's out. There he goes finally. We're back underway here at Charlotte. Man, that's kind of interesting there how he held those guys up like that.
Yeah, he did, Bob. I was looking at it here, and Bob only had a pit stop of 8.4 seconds. He might have not taken time. He is getting 8 up, though, on that outside line. Whoa. He's holding his own. He's pushing. Oh, whoa, that was close. Oh, we're wrecking. Thomas Taylor involved in this.
Yes, I saw that. Thomas.
Also involved. Oh.
Man, it looks like that 11 car just got on that apron and caught the apron and it sent him back up the racetrack. That's not what you want to do at a track like this, or most bank tracks for that matter. You just get those left side tires down on that, transition. That car's gone.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I don't know if you heard me. Yeah, that apron is not friendly.
Yeah, it isn't.
We'll see here. We're looking at it on the MaxSpeed TV replay. Oh, yeah, he did. He caught the apron right there, and he just lost control right up into the 1. Nowhere to go for the 57. 69 somehow made it through that. I don't know how, but he did. And it looks like Hoop Baker also made it through. Well, I said we were Probably going to have a few cautions because that's what, Charlotte does. But it can also produce some great racing. And there's great racing out here. Don't get me wrong. And we got a long way to go. We still have 109 laps, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, see here if we can get our first interview in here tonight. How about we go with Hoot Baker? Oh, Hoot, got a copy.
What's going on, man?
Well, how's it going down there, man? Only 10 drivers left out here in the race. It looks like that apron and some of the turns out there ain't being too friendly. How you feeling?
Doing good. Having to do a little shucking and jiving there to get through that. But, other than that, it's good. I'm just sitting there. I'm just trying to do a tire run here and stay out of everybody's way.
I got you. Well, like I said, only 10 drivers out here, but that's 9 other drivers, Hoot, you got to worry about.
Yeah, if I can get the tires working, that last caution before that, it was right about the time everybody was needing tires anyway. So
Yeah.
I was hoping to stay out and maybe get a little use out of those tires, but that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, we still got a ways to go, bud. Anything, of course, can happen out here. 82 looking sharp, as always, man. Good luck down there, bud.
All right, we'll keep at it.
Yep. Right. Pace truck lights are still on. How about we go with one more? And how about you interview him? That'll be Kevin Gunther. Let me get him down here. There you go, Jeff. He's right there.
Got a copy?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? So tell us about your run out there so far tonight. Looks like you're doing pretty good, and you was pretty quick in qualifying.
Yeah, the cars, it's pretty good early on. I was a little tough on the right front of that run. I was pushing a little bit there on the restart, trying to get away, and I think I hurt the tires a little bit. But I loosened it up a little bit more from the first run. I'm going to take it a little easy here and see if I can get some spots.
Well, we're only a few laps away from the 100 to go mark. Still a lot of great racing action left in this race. Field's kind of dwindled down a little bit here. What's your thoughts going forward?
You just got to keep it out of the wall, keep it straight, and take care of these tires. It's a long race ahead of us, and we got some pit stops, and if we go green here, we might need to be doing a little conservation. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, and good luck on the restart here and the rest of the race.
No problem. Talk to you later, guys. I plan on winning this thing.
All right. Good luck, Kevin. All right, Kevin Gunther. It looks like pace truck lights are going to go off this time, Jeff. Double foul. Now, I noticed in real NASCAR that there is an arrow after the start-finish line now where the leader, I think you got to choose your lane before that arrow. Is that how that works?
Yeah, before you get to the arrow, you have to make make your mind up and then use your lane. iRacing doesn't have that implemented, but are they doing that for here?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you. Are they going to implement it?
I don't know.
I mean, it's just common knowledge. Leader has lane choice, so. Well, alrighty, here we go, folks. Coming to lap 55 here. Will be Ryan Patty and Cody Eldred, row 1, row 2, Kevin Gunther, Bob Lacavara. Row 3, Hanover Fist and Nick Pozzini will round out our top 6. 7th, Tyrone Harris, Hoop Baker 8th, Thomas Taylor 9th, and Vinny Bonanno there in 10th. Race truck dives off to the safety of pit road, and Ryan can go. And he is going to be on the loud pedal. There's the green. We're back underway here at Charlotte for the Downforce Racing Series season finale. Season number 8. Presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, and Jeff Dotson up here in the booth trying to call the action out here tonight. I mean, for what we've got, I think we're doing a pretty good job, Jeff.
Yeah. Always, always, always.
Always. Yep. We got some action.
Yes, we do. Looks like Cody Eldred is up here trying to battle with Ryan Patty, so cars 30 and 14. Really about the only action so far we've seen up front most of the night, because I'll tell you, Ryan Patty's just had this field just, basically in his own, grass. I mean, he's just had, such a, demanding lead on the field, and it looks like he's going to get that back because he's starting to pull away from the 14 now.
Yeah, that's up front. That's the leaders. The action I was talking about was back here with Hanover Fisting Company.
Okay.
Bob,
Whoopsie, my bad.
Tyrone and Nick. But hey, man, you got to be everywhere. I mean, I know we're down to 10 drivers here, but you might have a battle for the lead.
There's not too many places to go watch, but you're right. You got to be everywhere on the racetrack to watch the action. But with 10 cars left, there's not too much to see. I mean, you kind of, can cover it all. Just basically, you wouldn't even need me here at this meeting because you could cover it by yourself.
Oh, Tyrone almost got into the 5.
I saw that.
They did touch. And see, this is what we got to watch. Even with 10 drivers, folks, these guys are still bumping and banging.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're still racing. They're still race car drivers. I mean, just because it's a low car count, these guys are still going to beat and bang off of each other's cars. It's just inevitable in racing.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, it looks like we got 5 viewers out there tuning in here tonight. Thank you. Side by side, still back here. The 11, the 5, 57. And the 20, and I thought for a second there Nick Pozzini was going to take that 3 wide. I think he thought better of it. He's not afraid to.
Yeah.
Still pretty close, though, between Ryan Patty and Cody Eldred. I'm seeing about 0.4 of a second. That's still pretty close. Kevin Gunther not too far back either. Behind Cody, they're in third. 4.5 of a second. Still watching back here, Nick, Bob, and Hoot. All right, getting a little bit separated. Gap in between a couple of drivers now. Now I'm going to be up here on the 1 of Thomas. For the 57 of Thomas Taylor, right behind the 11 of Vinny Bonanno. Could have a battle here for 6. Hey, guess what, Jeff?
What?
We're at lap 61.
Yes, we are.
We're at 100 to go.
Yeah, we're at 100 to go.
Nick Pozzini coming up now on Thomas Taylor. Drivers probably making some adjustments when they last came down pit road. Pozzini looking to the inside now, the 57 out of turn number 2. The preferred line here at Charlotte. Well, it really depends. It could be the inside, it could be the outside, it could be the midline. Whoa. It pulls it right up in front of the 57. Right now, it looks like maybe man, it's kind of hard to say because of, tires too. Don't really know the preferred line.
You don't know. I mean, the preferred line, though, will eventually work its way in, and you will start to see it. But on new tire runs and everything like that, it's still, kind of like, well, I got to figure out where I want to run here because these tires are fresh, and the rubber on the track, really doesn't benefit fresh tires as much as it does older tires.
Yeah.
So you're correct about that.
Battle for the lead here. And Cody putting that pressure. There he goes to the inside of the 30. Between 3 and 4. Like the 30 just got that run on the outside. 14 could not make it really stick down there. It has opened the door up, though, for Kevin Gunther to get back up here. So we've got a 3-packer up front. Ryan Patty, all 3 of these guys are teammates from Detached Racing. But just because they're teammates, they come down to the wire, and these three are up here. They ain't gonna. Whoa! Ryan! Back the wall. Good save, though. And bad. Well, how's the sounds, everybody? Everybody can hear me fine, can hear Jeff fine, the car's fine. Oh. Here we go again. Battle for the lead, Jeff. I hope Jeff's having some mic issues, or he just ain't talking.
I'm muted again.
You're muted again. Oh, bump! Oh, the 14 into the 30. I think
I had to cough, and I didn't want the people to hear that. So.
I think it upset the 30, or the 14 and the 30. I think it upset the 14 more than it upset the 30.
Yeah, it did, really.
Oh, he went back to third.
He did. 16's like, I'm coming.
Yep.
He did say he was going to win, so, I mean, you know.
Yep. Well, checking on the other 10 drivers back here. Vinny Bonanno, there's Hanover. Tyrone's ahead of him. Benny, Nick Pozzini, Thomas Taylor. They're all right here together pretty much. Luke Baker back here by his lonesome. They're in 9th. Nobody around him. Bob Lacavara hanging out back here in 10th. He's guaranteed a top 10 here, but of course he would love to get the win. But he has fallen way back into 10th. He is 14 seconds behind the leader and 4.5, or almost 4.5 behind Hoot Baker. Closing the gap a little bit, or a lot, I would say, on Hoot. Oh, Hoot's coming down pit road.
Is. Interesting. I don't see any damage. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of damage there on the left rear.
Well, let's see here. He has not used a reset. See if he uses one here. We're gonna stay on him for right now. See the right side going up. Left side's going up. So he looks like he's going to take some tires. He's going to be off and away, and he did use a reset. So, got 2 left. Now we get back up here to the front. Still battling for the lead behind Patty and Kevin Gunther now. Kevin trying to get to that inside of the 30. Just cannot do it out of 4 through the tri-oval. And this is a pretty, you haven't talked about it, a pretty interesting tri-oval because you're pretty much turning the whole way around. I don't think you're straight at all through the tri-oval.
Oh, he's coming back down pit road again.
Who? Really?
Yeah, he come back out. Now he's coming down again.
Whoa. All right, well, that's... Oh, he's 2 laps down. We've still got Ryan, Kevin, and Cody right here together.
Well, let's see here. They're going to get back around him again. They're going to get back around to him again before he comes back off pit road. I'm sure they will because they're coming off turn 4 right now. I think they're going to put him another lap down. He's still sitting in his pit box.
Yep.
Yeah, here they come.
Yep, gonna go another lap down here. I gotta get back here. We got some action going on around Hanover. We've got Hanover, Vinny, Tyrone, Nick Pozzini all right here together. So let's get back here to where we got some action going on. Can't forget about the top 3 either, because they're right there together. But this is where the side-by-side right now is going. Like the 11 of Vinny is going to get around the 1 of Tyrone Harris for 5th. That could open the door up for Nick Pozzini if he can get that car down to the inside of the 1. Not going to be able to do it just yet through the tri-oval here. All right, well, we're still watching here. Hanover, Vinny, Tyrone, Nick Pozzini, and Thomas Taylor. So we've got 5 drivers right here together. We'll continue to watch it on the timing screen. Back up to the front here. Ryan, Patty, Kevin, and Cody. All 3 of these guys are teammates. Lap 76, hitting lap 77. That time by. Not a whole lot right now going on. And Hoop back out on track. I wonder why he come back down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he spent 29 seconds on in his pit box. I wonder if he got more damage after he come out. Maybe wanting to get it fixed. Oh, whoa, no, let's get back here. Side by side, the 11 of Vinny and Hanover. Vinny on the inside, Hanover on the outside. That is for position. That is for 4th. Hanover way up next to the wall. Still watching this pack of 5 cars right here. Falling back a little bit, though, is Thomas Taylor, and the way they're racing up ahead of him, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Any slight contact, wall contact, or catching the apron. And, yeah, the 11 of Vinny did get around Hanover. Now Hanover's under fire yet again by Tyrone Harris.
Looking like it's a pretty good battle back here with these guys for sure.
Yeah, these guys have been racing it up pretty hard.
They have. Look like Tyrone kind of pushed up the racetrack a little bit. That's going to allow the 20 car to get up to him there.
Nick Pozzini in that 20. He's right. Man, he is just trying to get to the inside of that 1. And down into 1 here momentarily. Man, I don't know. Just don't know if that inside's working. And you're watching it too, Jeff. That inside just ain't working out right now.
No, you can see them. They're staying up toward the high lane more. I mean, you can see when they're going into the corners. Some of them are diving down to the bottom and kind of arcing the corner. But just as soon as they get on that, they want to go right back up toward the top.
Yep, now Nick Pozzini has that high line. Let's see if Tyrone. Oh, back up to the top. Oh, when he's scraping the wall there, I've seen some sparks. Right, well, they continue to race it up. It's kind of chipping on the leaders here. Still 1, 2, 3, the same as it was the last time we was up here. Ryan Patty, Kevin Gunther, and Cody Eldred. Cody is right on the tail of Kevin. You know, if these two race it out and they, go side by side, that 30 is just going to pull away.
Yeah.
I see Nick Pozzini still trying to get around that 1. Now Nick's on the outside. I think he's going to have the run to do it. Yep, he got the run. And he finally got around the 1.
He did, yeah.
Well, let's see here. Check on Bob, hanging out back here in 9th. Hoot is back out here, 3 laps down, out in 10th. Thomas Taylor is kind of falling back a little bit to Tyrone. Thomas sitting in 8th. Tyrone falling a hair back, almost a half a second back to Nick Cozzini. They have been out here, anywhere between 34 and 38 laps, Jeff. Tires starting to play a factor. Think so?
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, they are getting a little bit longer in the run here, and this has been a pretty good flag run, so I would say, yeah. How many sets of tires did they have for this race? Is that told anywhere?
4 in total. That does include the set they start with. So they only get 3 behind the wall.
So they only get 3 behind the wall. Okay.
Yes.
And they do have 3 fast repairs for each car, so that's a good thing too.
Yeah, and they run if it comes. I don't foresee it happening, but I mean it could. And they have a 2 green white checkered attempts.
Yeah.
I don't foresee that even coming into fruition, but I mean, we've already seen a few cautions out here, so you can't rule it out.
Yeah.
6 watching and 4 likes. Well, can we get 6 likes out here tonight, folks? I know not the biggest field, not a whole lot really at the present time going on. Not a whole lot of action. I do appreciate everybody out there tuning in here tonight for the season finale here, the Downforce Racing Series. Now, like I said before, they will be taking a couple of weeks off.
Yeah.
And right back at it. I don't even know if the schedule is even out yet, to be honest. Well, I'm not seeing it, so I guess we'll just have to wait on that. Watching Nick here, he's right behind, I mean literally, right behind Hanover.
Yeah.
Good battle between them two. Potential battle. Okay, so I seen Cody Eldridge time. Man, he was putting some pressure on Kevin Gunther. That would be for second. Ryan just kind of, well, he ain't really running away with it.
No, he isn't.
Are going to be coming up on who is, that is the 5? That is the 5 of Bob Lacavara.
Yeah, Lacavara, yeah, he's about to, he's coming to the pits.
And he is coming down pit road.
But he did go 1 lap down.
Yes, he did.
So now we're down to only 8 cars on the lead lap. Small.
Battle for second. Here we go. I know these two wasn't going to stay single file for too long.
Yeah.
They did for a while, but, man, Cody Eldridge is going to make the pass over Kevin to go into second. Whoa, 14 got squirrely. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, and it's a good thing that Kevin wasn't like right up on him when 14 got loose, because if Kevin was right there, he would have went right into the back of him.
Yeah.
Bob back out onto the track as we speak. He used another reset. I don't know if it was this time or one before, but he is down to one fast repair left. Is side by side with the 82 of Hoot Baker, not for position. Bob 2 laps down, Hoot 3. Still have Hanover and Nick right here together. Ryan, Patty. Now Ryan's starting to get a little bit more of a gap there over Cody, who's in second. About 0.8 of a second now. I'm afraid what we're going to see, Jeff, after pit stops is a whole lot more separation.
Yeah.
And I guess at that point, we can go ahead and talk about eating crayons and markers and all that other good stuff that me and Chemo talk about. I haven't seen Chemo in a while.
No, I haven't either.
How about we ride along here with Nick Pozzini?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. Right, well, riding along here with Nick. Not really a whole lot going on, though.
Not a whole lot.
Kind of curious, though, when the drivers are going to start.
Remember, curiosity killed the cat, so be careful what you're curious about.
Well, I'm curious about when these guys are going to start coming down pit road is what I'm curious about.
You would think they would be coming, close to their pit around here, to their field window. What was that last? Well, that last caution was on around lap 60 something, and I think some of them went down pit road and topped off. So
Anyway.
they might be a little bit, here before they come down. Maybe 10, 20 more laps.
Well, I'm seeing here anywhere between 47 to 50, well, to be 48 to 52 laps. These guys have been out here from their last pit stop.
Yeah, so I would say since they've been out here for about 42, some 45, 46, 47 some laps, I would say we're getting close to the window. Could be any time now, but who knows? I've seen drivers try to do their best to stretch it as far as they can, and I'm pretty sure these guys will do that too. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
60 laps to go.
Yes, we are winding them down here now. And, Hanover Fist and Nick Pozzini are still going at it back here.
That they are.
Oh, Hanover catching that apron. Don't do that too often. He put both of those left side tires below that blue line. I want to see if he got it on the blue line that time, but it was literally below the line on the last time.
Yeah.
A little scary situation, I'm sure, for Nick. Kevin Gunther's still on the tail of the 14. Well, Ryan Patty, Cody Eldred, and Kevin Gunther are communicating.
Yeah.
They're communicating, okay, when do we come down pit road?
Yeah.
These three are probably going to come down together, I would assume.
Yeah.
And I'm just assuming. I've been wrong many, many, many times before, so. But I would assume if Ryan comes down, we will see Cody and Kevin. Probably the whole field at that point, which there's only, on the lead lap, there's only 8. Well, we've got a couple that are coming down. Tyrone Harris and Thomas Taylor, so. Pit stops are happening. Few and far between.
Yeah.
While I say this, I don't know. Whoa, hello. 14 got loose again. That opened the door up to the outside of Kevin Gunther, and he is going to get around the Cody Eldred. Line up through the field here is Mr. Bob Lacavara, 2 laps down. He's got the fresher tires, though. He's going to be able to scream around these guys. Just be careful.
Yeah, very, very likely. Be careful. Yes, very, very be careful.
Bob got a little loose there through the tri-oval.
Yep.
Okay, though. Seeing anybody else right now coming down pit road. Of course, we're on the back stretch now for some, so we'll see. Now, at this point, 106, 1-6. Well, here comes Ryan Patty
Yep,
screaming.
Here comes Ryan.
Yep. Okay, I was wrong. Kevin Gunther and Cody Eldred did not come down pit road.
They did not, no.
And
Who's that behind Ryan? Somebody come in behind. Is that Vinny? Yeah, Vinny come in.
Yeah, that's another one of his teammates. So
Looks like Hanover will stay out along with Nick. And I think Tyrone stays out here.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Tyrone staying out, as well as Tyrone, I think, did pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already pitted. So, and as well as Thomas Taylor and Bob, they all pitted. Ryan Patty just went a lap down. See here, Kevin out of turn number 2 on the backstretch. We'll see if Kevin decides to come down this time. Hanover down pit road.
Yes. Did Kevin stay out again? Yeah, he did. And
yeah, he is staying out as
Cody
well as
is
Cody.
as well.
Yep.
Now the next question is, does Nick stay out again, or does he come down this time? It doesn't look like he's slowing down any.
Nope.
Yep, he's going to stay out again too.
Yep.
So the only ones that haven't pitted are your top 3.
Yeah. 61 laps stint. Man. Well, we had a caution, so that did kind of play a factor in that.
Yeah.
Now, the drivers that are coming down after 105, 106, that's going to put them, well, as we see Nick Pozzini pulling off, he's going to come down. I believe if it's 50 to 55 laps, they will be able to make it under regulation to the end. Now, the tires are going to be shot.
Yeah.
But they will be able to make it. I would assume if it's 50 to 55. Here comes Kevin down pit road now. Cody Eldred stays out, and he will finally, and I'm sure he is thinking the same thing, hey, I finally let a lap. Now the question is, how far does Cody go? And we know Cody can save fuel, but he can't save enough to make it to the end. He's definitely going to have to come back down.
Yeah, I know.
At least one more time.
Yeah.
And it looks like he is going to be coming down this time. That's going to put Ryan back on the lead lap. Evan is still on pit road. And he is going to be off and away. Ryan goes into second. Now Ryan's got to get back around the track to pass up Cody. I believe he'll be able to do it, because Cody now is just going into his pit stall.
Yes, he is.
And Ryan Patty screaming around turns 3 and 4 here, and I believe Ryan is going to be able to get around Cody. Yeah, he did. Well, the field's going to be a little bit separated now.
Yep.
But tires
That's what pit stops do, but
yeah, tires are going to be the difference, I do
that
believe.
they are.
Benny Bonanno. Whoa, the 14 around. We got a caution.
We do. I wonder what happened there. Let's go back and take a look at that.
That was Cody.
He was leading the race, I believe, wasn't he?
Cody, well, no, he was on pit road, remember?
Oh, that's right. Why was my thing showing he was leading? What?
I've got Ryan Patty leading.
Yeah, I do now, but for some
Yeah.
reason when the caution came out, it jumped and told me that Cody was leading. I don't know why it did that.
I have no idea. Well, Cody was coming off of pit road.
Looks like he just lost it on the bottom trying to come off pit road.
Yeah, he hammered down on the loud pedal too hard.
He did, yeah. You can't really do that.
Oh,
You're on
yep.
fresh tires.
Yep, right there it was. Hammered down. He tried to lock it down and save it, but man, he does take a hard lick into the outside wall. Man, oh man.
And he does.
Oh, I bet Cody feels embarrassed.
Yeah, but we've all been there. I have even. Now, I can't remember or not if I've done that in a race, but countless amounts of times in a practice and qualifying session, coming off pit road on fresh tires like that, I have done that countless amounts of times in a practice and qualifying session. I can't remember if I've done it in a race session, though. If I have, it's been very, very, very low, seldom done in a race session, but in practice and qualifying, I've done that numerous amounts of times.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do. I mean,
yeah.
you think you can start throttling back up, and just as soon as you start to, you just feel that car start to step out, and you're like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull Cody down here. He probably don't want me to, but I'm going to do it anyways. Cody, got a copy?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to? Well, you're going to. What happened, bud? Just get on the loud pedal too hard?
Yeah, I was just trying to catch Kevin. I didn't want to lose much time and just lost talent coming out of the pits.
Oh, I bet you feel embarrassed.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm sweating bullets.
Well, how's it going for you out there other than that, man? I mean, you guys, you know, you and Brian, you know, and Kevin, you guys were up there, you know, teammates there together for quite some time. How's the track? How does it feel out there?
Oh, it's slick as shit. That Triola move, I tried getting under Ryan and he didn't know that I was going to do that. And I just wanted to get that extra point for leading the lap. That's all I was up there for, and trying to get some points here on the last season. But those guys are fun to run around. We're sitting here and having a good old time.
Oh yeah, it's a long race. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, you know, we've still got some laps left to go, but man, long race for sure for the finale. But hey, you guys are, you know, putting them down for sure, but we still got a ways to go. So Cody, let's see what happens here. Lap 115 right now, probably 117 when we get to green. So
Yeah, we're 2 degrees
yeah.
now.
So man, good luck out there. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. He was probably embarrassed. Oh man, oh man. Ugh. Well, Jeff, how about we pull another driver down here? How about we just go and pull our leader down here, and how you can have a chit chat with him? Ryan, Patty, got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn it over to Jeff. Jeff, there you go, bud.
Yeah, hey, how's your race going out there so far tonight?
Hey, Jeff, not too bad. It's been pretty comfortable out front, but I don't know. We're a little bit off on tires now, so we'll see how this last run plays out.
Yeah, I mean, you've been strong all night long so far, most of the point, and man, you've just been dominating the field. So what's your thoughts going forward here for the closing laps?
Yeah, the way that the package is with these cars at this track, it's a little bit difficult to pass. So I know Kevin and Cody were behind me there trying to figure out a way to get by. And early in the race when I got back too, it's just tough. You try to get your run on somebody, and then the car seems to stall out in the corners. So I'm where I want to be out front, and if I can keep it out there and manipulate the air in a good way, then hopefully we'll keep it up front.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for talking with us, and good luck in the rest of the race.
Thanks, Jeff. Enjoy it.
All right, we'll get him back up there to his team here, folks. Pace truck lights are off. So, Jeff, how about you get us going here? It'll be lap 17, buddy.
All right, the lights on the pace truck are out. It looks like Ryan did opt to start on the outside here for this restart. All right, we're getting ready for the pace truck to dive into pit road here. There he goes. Waiting for the green flag. Will Ryan Patty hold this field back? That he's doing so, and there they go. Green flag's back out. We're back underway here at Charlotte.
Well, everybody's stacked up together, Jeff. It's going to be interesting. Now, let's see what plays out. Cody trying to get back up there. We haven't had a 3 wide here tonight. I want my 3 wide. But I don't want to wreck. That's the thing. Man.
Well, it's not very often to get 3 wide racing in Charlotte, but it can be done. And it has been done, but it's not very often that you get it.
Watch Cody. He's all over the back of Kevin. Thomas Taylor, Vinny Bonanno right here together. And not count out Hanover. Oh, it's 57 into the wall. Thomas Taylor. Whoa, that kind of stacked him up a little bit. Good save by everybody. Good save by Thomas. But, boy, that kind of upset Kevin and Hanover, Tyrone. Oh. Right, still, man, side by side back here. Hanover and Thomas. Tyrone and Nick Pozzini here in the mix as well. Bob Lacavara and Hoot Baker. Hoot 2 laps down, but Bob is back on the lead lap. And Patty kind of getting a little bit ahead of Vinny Bonanno, now in second with Cody Eldred in third. And you know, you look at this, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all teammates.
Yeah.
Tyrone down here to, oh, out for second. Cody and Vinny. Vinny's trying to put that Vinny Vici on him. What?
There's just the way you said it.
Oh. Side by side, still for second. For third, my bad. My bad. Cody's in second.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, we all make mistakes. I have before.
Hanover, though, man. He's right there.
That he is.
Tyrone and Nick not too far back, about a half a second back. Thomas Taylor about 0.8 of a second back, up on almost a second. Bob Lacavara is 3.5 seconds behind Thomas. Well, according to the time here, we should be done here in about 18 and a half minutes, roughly. If we don't get any more cautions, well, Ryan just kind of pulling away now. I'm not going to be worried about Ryan at the present time. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh right here together. Nick Pozzini coming around Tyrone for sixth. Well, I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's going to be a guaranteed top 10 for everybody that's still out here. But man, what a dominating performance by Ryan Patty.
Yes,
He
very
had-
dominating.
He has not looked back. All right, well, here we go. Kevin, Gunther, and Cody going to go at it again. Boy, 14 goes way high.
He does.
Oh. Oh, and I got a cramp in my toe.
That ain't good.
Oh. Sorry, everybody. Still watching Cody, though. And this group here, really. Anything definitely can happen. Oh, man, that 14, I don't know what he's doing, but... Trying to get around Kevin, but it ain't working. It's just not working out for him. I'm still watching, still 4 likes out there. Thank you everybody for still tuning in here tonight. We're going to be coming up on, well, 128 as it updates. 3 more laps. We will be officially at the 30 to go. 10:35 Eastern, 9:35 Central. Still got laps left to go, though. Still can't count out anybody. And you still got the action from 2nd all the way back to 6th.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Blinky Blinky 14. Turning into a Christmas tree. Man. We haven't talked much about air here. You know, these drivers, you know, when they go side by side, that the air, I mean, is that air important, you know, taking it off from a driver right next to you? I don't know if it's as big here as it would be like a super speedway, but it is part of it.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, super speedway is where it's going to be most beneficial. But you can at a 1.5-mile track still somewhat, you know, if you're driving beside someone in a corner, and that can help because most of the time a 1.5-mile track you're going to get that push. And if you're underneath somebody or you're above them and you're trying to get the air off of them, that can sometimes get them loose or push them up the racetrack. It doesn't really necessarily work the same as it does at a restrictor plate track, but it does have effects.
I wonder if that's what the 14 is trying to do with the 16. Trying to take that air away from him.
Well, anytime you're racing, you're trying to read everyone's mind, basically. You're looking in your rearview mirror, you're watching in front of you, you're trying to see what everybody's doing, and it's very, very fast-paced calculations on what you're just trying to get the data from.
Yeah.
And you're basically trying to read them like a book. You're trying to read their book, their knowledge of racing, and see what they know compared to what you know, and then you try to also look for those little tricks in there to maybe mess them up, get them to work a little harder and make a mistake to, you know, kind of, you know, racing is very much a gamble, and you just have to try to, you know, pull everything out of the hat basically to try to, you know, get the best finish possible.
Going through the field here, not a whole lot going on back into the back. Where the action is right here with Kevin. Kevin's starting to pull away a little bit from Cody. This is really where the action is. Man, they are really close together.
Yeah.
Of course, one little mistake for the 14 of Cody. Benny's going to pounce on it. Hanover's going to pounce on it. And even Nick would be able to pounce on it. Depending on how, you know, big it is. Whoa, man, that 14. I think he gets close to the wall just to mess with it.
Mess with you?
Yeah, because it makes me nervous. Even though I'm not down there racing, it makes me nervous when they get close to the wall.
Well,
because I know, I call it...
If he knows that about you, if he knows that you're broadcasting the race, and if he knows you're watching his car at the moment, maybe you're doing that. I don't know.
Well, I've always called it, every time I get into the wall, it's called the Jeff Dotson wall.
Why did you name it that?
Because every time I would race, I'd hit the wall. Kept moving the walls in.
Okay, fair enough. I know everybody in the league would always say, hey, just blame Jeff for moving the walls. He's got those movable walls when you come into his races. Yeah, I push a magical button in the game and the walls just move all of a sudden.
Exactly. Now, these walls, man, they get you. They grab a hold of you and they don't let go.
They don't, no. I mean, there's some places where they're less forgiving and, you know, you can get away with it, but then there's just some places that wall's like a magnet. It just, like, grabs you and just gravitates the car towards it and you just get stuck on it. I'm like, how? Why?
Well, Kevin Gunther, 3/10 now behind the leader. He's closed that gap over Ryan Patty. Well, maybe we will see a side-by-side, possibly 2-3 wide for the win.
Possibility.
I mean, we could even see a 6 wide. I don't think it would end very well, but, you know.
We are not going to see 6 wide. Where did you even come up with that? I'm trying to dive into your brain right now and just kind of pull that one out. Like, where did that come from?
Because
this track doesn't even have 6 lanes. This track doesn't even have... You can barely go 4 wide here without hitting the wall or pushing somebody down the apron. Where are we going to go 6? They're going to have to go through the front stretch grass. Then when they start going, they're going to be on the apron and up on the wall.
Well, we got 10 drivers out here. Why don't we just go 10 wide, you know?
10 wide? Well, they're going to be just lined up across the whole race. They're going to be down in the grass and causing a wreck.
just 10 wide. Yeah, there's just
10 wide.
10 wide. I said 6 wide because the top 6, you know, right here. Nick Cozzini still right behind Hanover, though. Blinky 11, Vinny Bonanno blinking a little bit. Cody Eldred still right up in front of him. And is Kevin gonna be able to get up there to Ryan Patty? Still about 3/10 of a second back. Well, now 4/10. What if Ryan's playing a game here? At the difference in the tire. About 4 lap difference between Ryan Patty and Kevin Gunther. I don't know if 4 laps is enough to really say that's enough. You know? Maybe Kevin trying to save some of his tires. Maybe Ryan's trying to save a little bit just in case. Braden out there in chat. How you doing, Braden? Going for the leader. Well, the leader's Ryan Patty. Quickest in practice, and, well, I don't know exactly how many laps he has led officially, but I know officially we are at, Jeff, 20 to go here tonight.
Yes, 20 to go.
Started with 12 drivers. We've lost 2. Mike Whitaker and Kerry Morris, unfortunately, took their cars behind the wall, getting loaded up, getting prepared for next season. Well, I will probably have to say that Ryan Patty, and I am not going to confirm it yet because the race is not over. It will be in 19 laps, but I would have to say Ryan Patty will officially be the champion. I'm not going to make it official, but I mean, he was 17 points ahead of Bentley, and unfortunately Bentley and the group couldn't make it tonight. So that really just put Ryan up there by himself, and he's going to come away, I'm assuming, with the most laps led. Right now I've got him at 116, but it's probably more than that. Had a big hiccup at the beginning of the race, folks. Big old power surge. Knocked everything out. Wasn't just my house. It was, I'm assuming, the whole block. We missed, what was it, Jeff? The first 16 laps of the race?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Now, watching Cody here, we still got 4 drivers right here together. Cody, Benny, Hanover, and Nick. So, you know, these 4 could, I mean, if they wanted to, we could probably see a 4-wide, 3-4-wide action right here with these guys. I don't know. Whoa, that 11, man. Benny, I thought he was going to tag the 14 there. We haven't talked about the old dreadful bumper hook here tonight. Could definitely happen. Somebody is coming off of pit road. That is Bob. Lara coming back out. Don't get on the hammer too hard here, Bob. All right. Didn't make the mistake Cody did. Now I'm going to pick on Cody. Well, 15 to go. Kevin putting a little bit more pressure on Ryan up here.
Yeah, he is.
Ryan's just towing with him, to be honest. Let him get up there at about 2 to 3 tenths and then start pulling away. I don't know. Kevin's a good racer, too. Kevin may be towing with Ryan. Be like, I'll keep it back here at about 2 to 3 tenths back behind you, but wait until we get 2 to go or 1 to go, and I'm gonna be right up your butt. I wouldn't put it past Kevin. That battle, we have a battle for a position. The 14 and the 11. That is for 3rd. And the 11 of Vinny is gonna make the pass over the 14. 14, though, man, he is all over that 11. Down into 1. Well, this race really didn't last as long as what I thought it would.
No.
I figured
the elapsed time right now is showing is 1 hour and 30, so that really isn't too bad.
That's not too bad at all.
I think we're still going to go a little farther than that. I mean, we still have a good, you know, what, 10, 20, we still have a, well,
I'm seeing here if
we still have a good 10 laps. We're coming at about 11.
It'll be
11.
Yeah, it'll be 11 to go. Whoa.
Man, for some reason I had a math problem in my brain. But yeah, it's 11 coming to the line here. So I say 11. If they don't have a caution, they run it green. We should be under 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, well, it's showing about 6 minutes left here. The timing screen, if you look at the top, it'll say R, and then it'll have the time there. It's going by, I guess, the times that they're putting in. It's kind of calculated, because I've noticed that it adjusts itself too.
Yeah.
Like one lap, it'll say, you know, like 5 minutes and 31 seconds, and then the next lap, it'll go up or down a few seconds. So it adjusts itself per, I'm assuming, the lap times. Which is kind of cool, to be honest. Well, here at the stripe, folks, guess what? 10 to go. With Jeff's help here tonight, my throat feels a little better.
Well, I'm glad I can help you with that.
Well, I'm 6 days a week now, Jeff. So.
Well, at least I can come in, you know, spurts, I guess you could say, and relieve you sometimes.
Now, who is that screaming around here? Oh, that's Bob.
I was just getting ready to say it was you, because I'm used to you doing that in a lot of your races, and you haven't done that for a while. When you commentate with me, you don't really scream like I hear you do when you're solo, because I'm like, I'm in here, he's different.
Oh, get me out of track that where they're going 3 and 4 wide at.
Yeah, you'd be screaming at the top of your lungs. Here they go around the corner, huh?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
But that is just, you know, a great aspect of your commentating skills, and I like that. But that's just, as I said, I find it funny that when I'm in here, it's a little different. You're a little more calm, and you're not like, you know, so like at the top of your lungs.
I mean, there are times, I mean,
there are, yeah,
that I'll get pretty loud, but I mean, you know, when they're separated like this, I'm watching Cody here because he's right behind Nick Pozzini. He's trying to get around Nick, and that would be for 5th. You know, when they're separated and there's not a whole lot of action going on, or, you know, there's, you know, per se. I mean, we still got action, but there's not a whole lot. There's really no point to screaming, you know.
Yeah, no.
Really,
Save your vocal cords for exciting.
I woke up this morning, man, my throat was sore. I mean, it still is, but it's not as bad. Having to go here, folks. Nick Pozzini and Cody still going at it back here for 5th. Okay, 6 to go as it updates there. A little behind, unfortunately. All Ryan has got to do is keep Kevin behind him. And right now, Ryan's starting to pull away a little bit from Kevin Gunther. I don't know how that'll say that. Kevin trying to get back up there to Ryan Patty. Ryan's going to come across the stripe. We're going to be at 5 to go. Still wouldn't count out Kevin, though. 5 laps may not seem like a whole lot of laps, Jeff, but for a driver like Kevin Gunther, who's pretty much right there still with Ryan Patty, Ryan makes a mistake, Kevin's there. Four to go this time by. Check back here on Nick Pozzini and Cody Eldred. They're still right there neck and neck. Pozzini just right up ahead. I don't know what Cody's doing. I mean, I know what he's doing. He's racing, but I don't know if he's, you know, trying to get around Nick. I would assume he's trying to, but Cody's tired. Yeah, well, he's been out here 45 laps, so they could be really starting to fall off for him. 3 laps to go. These 3 laps are going to go by pretty quick. I will go ahead and mention it. I don't foresee it, but I will go ahead and mention it. They do get 2 green-white checkered attempts if it does so happen to get a caution here with 3 laps to go.
Coming to 2 to go this time.
Coming to 2 to go this time by. Now we just got to get it back around to the white flag here.
Yeah, because if they take the white flag, then that means the green-white checkers are null and void. You can't use them. So.
Nope. Yeah, because you can't throw a caution when the white flag is out.
Yep.
I have.
And that's just the rules. I mean, you don't throw a caution when the white flag is out. It just the race ends, you know. So.
Yep. Oh, the 14. Whoa, Cody.
Oh.
He got into the wall. It looked like.
Yeah, but he got it under control. So we're going to stay green, and they take the white flag.
Here we go. White flag in the air. 1 to go here tonight. Kevin, right there now.
Yeah, Kevin's really going to put a good challenge up here. He knows it's the last lap. He's got to do something if he wants to try to get that win. They're slicing and dicing.
Yes.
He's going to the inside.
Whoa!
Oh, he got the 30 to push up the racetrack. This might be opportunity.
I think the 30's got it.
He does. Oh, he's getting a little loose there. Coming off 4.
Ryan's got it. Ryan Patty, Kevin Gunther, Vinny Bonanno. That's our top 3. And over 5th and 4th, and Nick Pozzini going to round out our top 5. But our podium finishers here tonight, Ryan Patty, Kevin Gunther, and Vinny Bonanno. Ryan grabbing his 6th victory. What a finish. You know,
yes.
I mean, Kevin tried. Man, what a race. Long race, but what a race. Well, hang tight, folks. We'll get the top 3 down here for the MaxSpeed TV post-race show here tonight. And, of course, get our champion up here. I would assume that's Ryan Patty, just going off of everything. So, hang tight, folks. We will return. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight, and we are going to start here with Vinny Bonanno once I get the camera changed on the cars here. So we're going to go ahead and pull him down here tonight. Vinny, buddy, finishing third out here. Long race out there, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a grueling one this time around. Tried to stay out of trouble. Unfortunate we couldn't early. Ended up causing a caution there. Unfortunate. I think Bob was on older tires. I don't think he took tires there and had to check up in the middle of the corner. And on a track like this, when you do that, it just upsets the car completely, and I just couldn't save it. I felt terrible.
Well, you know, not a huge field out here for the finale. You know, we started with 12, ended up with 10 out there on the track. I mean, you guys, you know, some of you guys out there were still, you know, there together. At times, you guys were spread out, but it's Charlotte and not a huge field, like I said. But what was going on down there? It seemed like it was pretty difficult to pass, and of course, it looked like it was really loose.
Yeah, it was kind of strange. I noticed that early on. If you know, it would be a little loose entering, and in the middle of the corner, and then exiting, you were a little tight. So, tried as much to back up the corners as possible and just get that run out when the car on top of you was sliding up the track. That was about the only way I could find a pass. But yeah, it was definitely pretty loose on the bottom. I wasn't expecting it a few times. I had to catch it.
Well, man, you had to do what you had to do. Hey, a third place here tonight, you know, to round out the season 8. Of course, you know, we're going to be off for a couple of weeks. You're going to be able to, you know, get some rest. I know Hanover and Bob and them probably going to put on some races. I don't know exactly what they're going to do during the off season. I'm sure we'll see in those at some point. But, you know, what are you looking forward to, you know, next season number 9? I know you're probably going to be up here fighting for a championship.
Oh yeah, we had a really good season. We ran the next gens right before this one. We I think ran a finale, just send it off with these cars and get back to the next gens, but had a good run actually in the next gens last year. Ended up winning the series. So hopefully maybe just get right back into that and get out ahead and hopefully not look back. But we got some great competition out here. It's gonna be a tough one.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, Vinny, man, awesome job. Like I said, third place here tonight. Any, you know, final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate third and of course get ready for season 9?
Oh yeah, shout out to Bob for just putting on a good league here, and Hanover for the great setups, and just detach, staying there for the long haul.
All righty, Vinny. Well, we will see you, and yes, we will see you in season 9.
See you in season 9, man. It was good running with you. Thanks for announcing. You do a great job as always.
Thank you, Vinny. Do appreciate it, man. We'll see you at season 9, bud.
See you, man.
Yep. All righty, well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight, and I do believe Jeff has caught up with Kevin Gunther.
Yep, Kevin, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, Kevin, man, you had an excellent run out there tonight. You started second, you finished second, so very consistent out there tonight. You had a strong race car, but, man, it just looked tough right there at the end. It looked like you needed one extra lap to try to have something for Ryan.
I don't think another lap would have helped me, honestly. I think that was really all I had, to be honest. It was I drove it into that corner a little deep, and I got on the brakes just to make the corner, and I was hoping Ryan sent it in a little harder than he should have and wash up the track. But you know, I didn't want to take my teammate out. I had a lot of fun racing him. I was trying everything I could there.
Yeah, look, yeah, right there coming to the checkered flag. Me and Josh was here looking like, man, he's going to his inside. He's 30's pushing up, but man, in the 30 just started, you know, getting back away from me. They're coming off turn 4, so that will just look like an amazing battle, and that was crazy. But what was your thoughts throughout the whole entire race tonight? Not too many cautions, and you had a lot of good green flag runs.
Yeah, no, I really thought Terry gave us an awesome setup. I mean, he gives us awesome setups every week, and this one it felt really good on the long run as long as you took care of your tires. And my strategy there was I pitted a couple laps later than Ryan, and I was like, oh, I lost a lot of time, and it was about 7 seconds. And looking back now, I don't know if I would have made that up, so I got real lucky with that caution. Unfortunately, it was Cody, one of my other teammates, but you know, sometimes you get lucky there.
Well, All in all, what's some things that you've learned this season or that you've done this season that you can take into the new season?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm not sure because we're switching to the next gen car. So from my experience is, it's nothing like this car. So I don't know how much transfers. A lot of what's going to be is just knowing the tracks, and that's one thing I gained this year, that I got a lot better on tracks that I really don't do well on. Road courses specifically, I really picked up there, and I was able to snag a win there earlier this year and at Daytona, and I'm looking forward to going in the next season and trying to learn this new car.
Awesome. Cool. All right. You got anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate your top two? I botched that up. Top three finish tonight.
Well, my teammates Vinny, Nick, Cody, Ryan, we work together. We talk about setups in practice and what we're doing and what it's doing to the car. Shout out to them for the big help that they give me personally sometimes. A couple times in this race I had to ask, "Hey, what does this adjustment do?" Because I just couldn't remember. And then I'd like to thank Bob and Terry, Bob for putting on this league. It's a awesome league. I love running with these guys, and Terry for the awesome setups every week. Makes it a lot of fun to drive these things. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked on the way I finished this season. I finished strong. I struggled early on, but I had a lot of fun ending the season there.
Awesome. All right. Well, congratulations on your top three finish tonight, and congratulations on second. Go celebrate, and good luck next season.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for doing the broadcast this year. It was a lot of fun having you guys.
Oh, well, I'll be back next season, bud.
Oh man, I thought we can't get rid of you.
No, can't get rid of me that easy.
All right, DW. It was fun having you here this season. Hopefully we can get going here in a couple weeks.
All righty, Kevin. Yes, sir. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us down to our winner here tonight. The number 30 of Ryan Patty winning his 6th race of the season, taking the checkered flag here tonight for the finale. Ryan, man, it's been an awesome season. We'll get more on that here in just a bit. Man, talk about the race out here tonight. Dominating performance.
Ooh, man, yeah, down to the end of it, though. I didn't know if I was going to be able to hang on there. Kevin had a hell of a run. I thought he was going to get me.
Well, let's kind of talk about that, man, because you guys were out here about 53. Well, you were out here about 53 laps. I'm assuming your tires were shot.
Yeah. I mean, once you get, I don't know, 20 or 30 laps in, you really have to start backing it down, getting into the corners and taking care of them to not overheat them. And, yeah, I mean, I know before that caution came out, Kevin had pitted a few laps prior. So, yeah, I mean, he just had a couple extra laps on the tires, and he was catching me pretty good there. Just tried to work the air as best I could to keep him off of me. And then, man, right down to that last lap, he was right there. I thought he was going to take me out.
Man. Well, you did it. You came home into victory lane, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do believe, Ryan, you are going to be the champion for Season 8 here, so congratulations on that as well. I still can't confirm it. The point's not updated, but I would assume that you are going to be the champion. So congratulations on that. But talk about the racing out here, man. It looked like it was slick.
Yeah. We obviously would like to have more cars than the cars that showed up tonight, but I think even with the field that we had, everyone was really on top of each other. It's tough to pull away. I mean, I was driving as hard as I could just to get a half a second out, just because these cars are so evenly matched. And yeah, I mean, it was exciting. You had people all over each other trying to draft up and pass. It was a great race tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Would you have anything for our winner here tonight, bud?
Hey, I just want to, say fantastic season for you, and you had a very, very strong race car out there tonight. And I guess I could just ask you the same question I asked Kevin. I mean, I know it's the different car that you're going to be going into, but is there anything that you could take from this season and take it into the new season that you learned from here?
Oh man, when it comes to the setups, probably absolutely not. I don't think so. They're just two completely different vehicles. I'll miss this Gen 6 car. I think it's a fantastic race car. But times change. We got to move on. And yeah, Gen 7, next gen, whatever you want to call it, we're all going to be, trying to figure out something brand new when we come back to it.
All right. Well, Ryan, awesome job again here tonight to finalize season number 8, taking it back into victory lane for the 6th time this season, man. Ryan, we'll, of course, see you next season for season 9, but, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the championship and the victory here this evening?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we got Bob, runs the league, does a fantastic job putting this league on. We all wouldn't be here if he wasn't the one to organize this whole thing and get it squared away for us. So got to thank Bob Lacavara, Terry, Hanover Fist, whatever you want to call him, for putting the setups together. He works hard on these every week so that we have good cars to drive. I've got a good group of teammates over here at Detach Racing. I've enjoyed getting to know them and getting to race with those boys. And you guys up in the booth, man, I appreciate you calling the races. Hopefully we'll have you guys back next season.
Oh, well, I know I will be back, and if Jeff, at times, if he can make it, I'm sure he'll be jumping up in the booth with me, so, but I'll be back.
All right, no, well, I'm glad to hear it. I enjoy rewatching the races, whether I have a good race or a bad race. It's fun to listen to you guys. It's a good time.
Oh, do appreciate it, Ryan. Well, man, go celebrate the victory here tonight, the championship, man, and we will, of course, see you for season 9.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, have a good night, man.
You
Take
too,
it
bud.
easy.
Yep. All right. Well, Jeff, not a whole lot of cars out there here tonight, but you know what? What a race.
Yeah, really. I mean, there really wasn't a lot of cars, but yeah, it was a fantastic race. And I mean, Ryan, Patty, Kevin, and all the guys, they just put on a fantastic show with the small amount that they had, and I knew they probably could, achieve that.
Oh, yeah, and they did, man. They got it figured out. Yep, we had a few cautions out here, but it's Charlotte. It's championship racing. I mean, anything goes when you're out here. And Charlotte, like I said, is not an easy track. So
It isn't, no. I mean, I think 1.5 mile wise, I would say that one of the D-shaped ovals is easier. Probably something like Chicagoland, Kansas, Las Vegas. That's probably easier 1.5 miles. But I will say, out of the dogleg shaped 1.5 miles, I would say that Charlotte probably is one of the easiest ones out of those 3.
Oh, yeah, you do got a point on that one for sure. So, well, we're going to go ahead and get down here to the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do here tonight. I don't foresee a whole lot that they have to do, but I'm not an admin, so I couldn't tell you that otherwise. But Ryan Patty going to grab the win out here tonight, and more than likely the championship. Congratulations to Ryan Patty. Kevin Gunther, they're going to finish in that 2nd spot. Denny Bonanno 3rd, Hanover Fist in 4th, and rounding out our top 5 here this evening, once ATVO decides to work with me, it's going to be Nick Pozzini. Go ahead and finish this out, Jeff.
Yep, Cody Eldred will finish 6th tonight. Tyrone Harris will finish 7th. Thomas Taylor 8th. We've got Bob Lacavara finishing 9th, and he was the first one a lap down. And we got Hoot Baker finishing 10th. Mike Whitaker will finish 11th. And rounding out the field in 12th is Kerry Morris.
All righty. Well, that is going to do it here for season number 8 here for the Downforce Racing Series. I do want to give a shout out to, of course, Bob Lacavara, Hanover Fist, and everybody over here at Downforce Racing for allowing me, MaxSpeed TV, and of course Jeff, to be a part of this and to call these races. Of course, I'll be back next season for season number 9. I've already talked to Bob about that. So big shout out to everybody over here at Downforce. A big shout out to Jeff. Jeff, thank you again for coming up here and calling the action. Do appreciate it as always. And, can't do it without the fans out there either. So a big shout out to all the fans that tune in each and every week. I see Michael Baker is out there in chat. He had some fuel issues. It was set to take 0 fuel, thus had to come to pit 3 times. Ouch.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, anything else, Jeff?
Not that I can think of. No, just, congratulations on their good season, it looks like, and best of luck to them in the next season. And maybe, hopefully, I'll be able to come back in sporadic days throughout the season and help you with some of the events.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it, Jeff. But that, like I said, folks, is going to do it here for this Thursday night for the Downforce Racing Series and MaxSpeed TV. Thank you all again for tuning in here tonight. Stay safe and have a good